Hello again. Gosh, days go so fast. It's lovely to see you wherever you are in the world. I picked up this beautiful sentence from somebody who talks about health, Dr. Javid. But I always wanted to say, but I didn't have the courage to say. So when he used it and said, wherever you are, we love you, that comes deep down from the bottom of my heart, and even from the middle of my heart, and even the top of my heart. So if the heart has got three departments, all of them expresses my compassion and affection for all of you, wherever you are. Now you can see this pound here. I didn't have 20. Usually I make sure I have 20. I'm talking about two things. And you say, why are you doing the usual mishmash? Because I trust you're intelligent enough, if you women can do so many things and pick up what I'm saying quickly. However, to just focus in a boring manner about one topic is not the best thing as far as I'm concerned. I want life to be a variety. So this one I do it with intent when they were coming from Europe and sometimes, and I say, here is 20 pounds, and the beautiful English language, or for that matter, French language, Indian language, Chinese language, all those beautiful languages are so important. And unfortunately, us, the lazy lot of current, people who are now coming from universities and so on, instead of using language, they kept saying, oh, instead of saying, yes, of course, I follow you. So I did a thing with them, and that might be fun for you. And a lot of training courses might pick this idea up, big universities or something. And so here's 20 pounds, just imagine there are 20 pounds, and every time the lady or the gentleman used, instead of saying, and when he was speaking to me, yes, of course, I follow you this, and he said, he lost 1 pound. So at the end of the day, he didn't have any money, most of them. Anyway, if you understand what I'm talking about, please do note on the comments, subscribe, please. Do a little love you or hate you or whatever you want to say. That's fine with me. I love you irrespective of your feeling. The main topic today, be ready. What do you think it's going to be? It's football. Why football? I've touched on it. Because I think football is reflection of society in some way. Also, other things are reflection of how the society is shaping and what is going on. But why I want to concentrate on football a little bit today, because I see children, Saved by the Bell. They hear it rang, as they say, Saved by the Bell. Jolly good. Now, this is new glasses. I hope you like it, by the way. So, football. I was talking about football because children, girls also, equality of women and men. I really love the fact that women and men must be equal. Some countries gradually will get better. Sadly, some countries are against women, and even things were getting better. But no, women and men. So football. In some countries, they don't allow women even to watch football, and some girls even make themselves up like men and put a mustache and beard and went to clever. I love clever people who come up with creative things, like those innovators of cars with no oil or petrol and could work on water, or somebody else did something else, or whatever. There are lots of things we hear about them, whether it's conspiracy, lies, or AI. I'm not going to get into the politics of that. But going back to the society, football, men and women who behave well or badly. Now, in lots of countries, we have heard that they have hooligans. Some countries have been more famous than others. And I don't know. You tell me which, if in your country, where your football games are going on, national or international, how the people on the pitch behave. What about the audience? How do they behave? Please let me know. Write something. I mean, even if you love yourself, you must write something. If you don't like to say, explain why you cannot express something about and say something nice about your players and your people who behave good or bad. Or what is it? Is it racism? Is it the fact something else? What is it about humanity that pushes him or pushes her to behave in a certain manner? So, I'm talking about football, but football, as I said, reflects how the society is moving on. And currently, as we look at the world, is in total chaos. I don't go into the politics of the fact there is Russia, there is China, there is England, there is France, there is, I don't know, Scotland, Ireland, America, India, BRICS. BRICS is becoming very famous. So all those things, or whatever is going on and whatever they're fighting, then probably you see it also on football, because it seems when everybody is feeling good, behavior on the pitch is also good. And when things are really bad and people are under pressure because of taxes and so on and so forth, they behave badly. Now, in football, which I notice, and I hope FA, UFE, all these organizations to do with football, international and otherwise, really clamp on it and teach, and hopefully even those referees be better referees, not to be afraid of some of the managers of 20, 30 years ago who everybody is afraid, comes and hits you with a piece of a stone or something. Now, why I say that? Because when anyone pushes somebody because he cannot outrun him or go and tackle them properly and bring them down, it's like using the profane voice that I'm not going to use when you're on the pitch. So when it's intentional is the worst type of behavior, and children are learning from it. Also, usually I'm pleased to see more often than not when somebody tackles somebody illegally and does a bad thing or breaks his leg or damages and do whatever. And I know Pele in England almost worried about being hit badly in the game, and he sort of got out of it in the middle. And so what is happening if that behavior is bad? Usually then after the foul, the other side put the ball in the goal. During the last few weeks I've seen it, and I'm so pleased about that. So children must learn behavior, and the coaches for children and adults must teach them about love, compassion, and decent game. I mentioned it last time. Just imagine in other games of some like polo or tennis, if you are not happy with the way things are, just take the racket or take the ball or whatever and start hitting each other. Does that happen? No. So what do we understand from this? What's your take on it? In your country, how does things work? What would you say? How should we move forward? Do parents have a role in it? The society, the college, the school? Who has the responsibility? What do we do about all these things? What the future is? Because what we see here, then the governments and the wars and the behavior of people around the world is very similar. I might be not quite 100% right, but neither those philosophers and professors of universities or doctors, they don't get it all right. So if I don't get it right, it's okay. No, is it okay? If it's not, suggest to me what I should consider. I'm learning from you. By sharing with you, I hope we get into a dialogue. I know dialogues is good. Expression of our feeling, our understanding is very important. Thank you very much again. I'd love to see you again. Please say something, subscribe, and see you soon. Love you forever.